much for joining me today for Just for Kids Parties Daily Activity Series. Now for today's activity, it's very special. We are going to make an ice castle just like mine. So, to make your castle, you will need
an Easter egg box, a large box, 2 different coloured tissue papers, an egg box, some toilet roll tubes, and a Ziploc bag, some scissors, glitter, CDs, glue, some card, A4 white paper, some tape, and a pencil.
So, to start with, you need your toilet roll tube and some tissue paper. I'm going to place the toilet roll tube on my tissue paper. I've made enough length either side, which will be tucked in later. So we roll this up like so. And then when you get to the end, I'm going to glue this down. Roll that up so it sticks nice and firm. We now have this. I'm going to tuck the edges inside just like this. And now I've coloured my toilet roll tube in blue. Repeat this with your tissue paper, alternating between 2 different colours. I'm using blue and white. And you should have something that looks like this. All of my tissue paper toilet rolls ready to go. Get your Easter egg box and you're going to take it apart carefully. You might need a grown-up to help you to turn it inside out. So I'm going to peel off the side just like that and open it up. So you should have what we call a net like this. I'm now going to put this back together again, okay? So I'm going to fold it back up. And I'm going to glue, or you can use tape to put the edges back down again. My glue was not strong enough, so I taped the bottom back together, and I taped the top and along the side as well to make sure it's nice and secure and stays as a box shape. Now your next part is to get your egg box. I have my egg box and I'm going to cut the top off. We don't need the top. We only need this bit, which will make like the turrets of your castle. So I'm going to cut along there like this and cut this end off here as well. Now you have these bits that are sticking up. We don't need those because this will not lay flat. So carefully, I'm just going to cut them down so these are not there anymore. So you should have a nice egg box like that, which we are going to stick on the top of your box. And I'd like you to use some tape to make sure it's nice and secure. You have stuck the egg bottom on top of your box. We're going to wrap this up in some blue tissue paper. This is the main part of my castle. So you can use any color that you like. I just love having a blue ice castle. So we're going to wrap this up and I'm going to use sheets of tissue paper like this. And we're just going to wrap up the box first. And I'm just going to glue this down like this. I'm going to put some glue here just to make sure that it stays nice and secure and all stays together. So we wrap it up like this, fold the bottom down, and we can cut off any excess. We're going to glue that down as well, just so it sticks nice and neatly. Use as many sheets of tissue paper as you need to make sure this is nice and covered. And if you have any seams, try and place them at the back of your castle. So you should have something that looks like this. Looks great. We now have our box all covered up with some tissue paper. As I said, I've used blue. I hope yours looks really nice too. So the next part we have to do is tissue paper, the egg box. This is a bit more fiddly, so we need to cut small strips, a bit like when you do paper mache. And I'm going to glue just on the bits I'm going to stick. If you have PVA glue, this would work perfectly, but we're going to use Pritt Stick. I'm going to put lots of glue on the bit I'm going to stick on, just like this. And I've torn a little bit of blue. It doesn't matter if it's jaggedy, that's okay. We're going to stick that down like this and cover the egg. And we're going to keep doing that. We're going to continue until this gap here and the whole egg box is covered. We now have our turret for the castle. We now need a white piece of paper, a pencil, and a CD. Take your CD and paper. You're going to draw around the CD. And so we don't waste paper, we're going to draw a second circle around. Once you've drawn them, we're going to cut them out. And we're going to be using them as the roofs of our towers. So you need enough circles for the amount of toilet rolls you have, because we're going to make some towers now. Take one of your circles and your scissors, and you are going to cut a nice straight line like this. And we're going to roll it round so we create a cone shape like this. Now that's quite wide. We need to make this a little bit narrower. And take one of your toilet rolls. Make sure it fits nicely. It's a little bit wide, I think. So we're going to roll it around again. And I'm going to put some glue on this flappy edge here. Glue that down. And now you have your roof. To make sure that's secure, we're going to place a bit of glue around the edge of the toilet roll on the top and along just the top edge of it. And we're going to place the tower straight, if possible, on the top. So you should have a little tower like this. Continue this, repeating all of those steps until you have all of your towers ready. This is my favorite part. So I'm going to take my tallest tower. I'm going to put quite a lot of glue all the way on one side, just like that. I'm going to stick it on the side of my castle. Just hold it there for a few seconds to make sure that it is stuck. Perfect. Okay, you can now place these by gluing them down at the front or at the side of your castle. Just a tip, when I'm gluing my little towers, I can actually glue all the way from the top of the roof on one part all the way down to the side. This won't make it look strange, but it means you've got lots and lots of surface to stick down. I'm going to stick it just like that. And repeat until you have it complete. And it looks something like this. And we are almost ready. We just need to get the base ready and make it very sparkly. Now, to stick it to your base, place it on top of your box where you'd like it. And I'm going to put some glue on the very bottom. You could use double-sided sticky tape as well. I'm going to just put lots and lots of glue along the base. Tissue paper is great. It sticks so well. So give it a nice glue at the bottom. And then what I want you to do is place it somewhere in the center. like this, ready to make it all sparkly and add some features. This is the bit that's quite fiddly. So you're going to place the CD inside here and you're going to snap it. But be careful, get a grown-up to do this. You want some pretty shiny pieces. Oh, it's quite tough. Give it a nice break like this. They can be quite sharp as well, so just be careful. But you will have lots of shiny pieces like this. We're going to use some glue and we're going to place them around the base of your castle. So repeat with all of your CDs, breaking those bits up very carefully until you have lots of shiny pieces. As I said, these can be quite sharp. They look great. Just be very, very careful. Let a grown-up break it for you. So I've stuck down all the broken bits of CD and glued them just with Pritt stick down on the base of my castle. Now to add some extra features to make it look beautiful. So I've drawn a door just here, and I'm going to cut these diamonds out and make them for windows. And then once they're cut out, I'm going to glue them on. And it should look something like this. Oh my goodness. So we've added some windows onto the tower and on the main castle. Just now have to sprinkle some sparkles all over the castle. So for the sparkles, I'm going to use some glue and just brush it along the top. You don't need lots of glue. And then I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on top so it lands on the glue and makes that turret very sparkly. Rub it in a little bit too. And I'm going to repeat with each of my roofs of the tower. There you have it, a beautiful castle fit for a beautiful princess. I'll see you soon. Bye.